Hello friends, so today in this video we will discuss the first three problems from the latest Leetcode weekly contest 248. So let's start. The first problem is build array from permutation. So you are given actually a nums array which is actually a permutation of numbers from 0 till n minus 1, and you actually have to form another array answer of I such that nums of I is in the ith position. So if we take, let's assume nums of I which is at the 0th position, then nums of I will be on the 0th position. Okay, so if you take this number which is like this, nums of I which is on the 1, so nums of I on the 1st position, so this will go to the first index. Okay, so that's how you can like regulate it. So as you can see, this is nums of I, and you have to move this number in the answer at what position, like the first index, and so on. So the simple thing is just use this logic only. What you can do here is answer of I is equal to nums of I, and that's the whole like the problem itself. So you don't have to do anything else, just make another vector of answer of size n and just iterate over from all the indexes from left to right, and nums of like answer of I is equal to nums of I, and answer is this. It's not too difficult, just use this formula, because that's the only logic you have to implement it. Okay, the second problem is good, in which it's actually telling you that you are living in some city which is having a distance like 0, like at the 0th point, and then there are different monsters which are coming to your city. Okay, so initially all the monsters are at some distance I which is given to you, a vector. So there are n monsters, and n monsters are at this distance. So the first monster is at distance 1 away, so 1 meter, you can assume that 1 meter away from your village. The next is 3 meter, and the last is 4 meters, and they have a speed. The speed is also like meter per minute, so how much like per minute they are moving. So as you can see, it is moving 1 minute, like 1 meter per minute, or 1 meter per minute, and so on. Now what you can do here is, like, you have some type of a sword or like arrow, whatever you can say, and at like each second you can kill any monster you want. Okay, at each second you can kill any monster you want, and you have to somehow kill the monster so that no monster can enter your like village. If any monsters enter your village, then you will lose, and like you will have to tell that what is the maximum number of monsters you can eliminate before any monsters enter your enter your village. Else you can have to return that I have killed all the monsters, and so on, and maybe you cannot kill any monsters, and so on. So you just have to tell that. So now going to the examples, as you can see, the first thing here is, because you are given distance and speed, and you have to tell that at which time, like after which time each monster will arrive at your village. If two monsters arrive at your village at the same time, then that might cause a problem. I'll tell you why, and I can tell you why not. So as you can see in this example, if the speed is 1 and the distance is 1, it can reach your village after 1 second, or like 1 minute. Okay, and you can kill every monster only once in every minute. So you can also kill at the 0th minute also, but as you can see, only you can kill only one monster at only 1 minute. Okay, so the problem is like this. There's this one when like there's this monster which can reach your village after 1 minute. This monster, because the distance 3 and the speed is 1, so distance upon speed is equal to time, so 3 divided 1 is equal to 3. So this will reach your village after 3 minutes. This will reach your village after 4 minutes. So what you can easily do here is, after like in the starting 0th minute, at the start, you can kill the first monster, then you can kill the second monster and the third monster. So after like all the time, and they will not reach, because this will reach after 3 minutes, and you can kill it after like on the first minute also. I hope you get the point. But in this example, as you can see, this monster can reach a like village after 1 minute, and this can also reach a like village after 1 minute. So both of them can reach a village after 1 minute. Okay, so now if you kill the first monster at the 0th point, then after 1 minute, this monster can obviously reach your village, and the answer will be over, and you can lose. Okay, then it's not obviously you can divide them out. I can, as you can see, like this monster is at 3 distance away, and the speed is 5, so it can reach your village after like the only 1 minute, because initially they are this distance away. Okay, and then after 1 minute, this can move like at the speed of 5, so it can overshoot 3 and it can reach your village. Okay, so that's the whole problem. Now what you can easily do in this problem is, you can only kill one monster at 1 minute. Okay, so what you can simply do here is, first find out at which time every monster will arrive your time, and sort them out, because it's beneficial to like kill the monster which is coming first, and then the later on monsters. And if any monster arrive to your village so you can kill every monster at like the first minute, second minute, third minute. So you can kill every monster at this point. Okay, so what you can simply do in this problem is first find out the time every monster will arrive to your city. Okay, so let's assume that some monster arrive to your city like at 1, okay, and then someone at 2, or let's assume that the first monster will arrive at 2 and then the other monster at 3 and then 4 and then 8 and so on. Okay, but also it can happen that this monster can arrive also at 3 and then 8. Now you might be thinking that okay, both these monsters are arriving at the moment of 3. Okay, at the moment of 3 both of them will arrive at your city, but still you can like win. Why? Because see, both of them will arrive at this like at the city at point 3, like after third minute, but because you are able to delete or like kill any monster at any time, like start of the every minute, so you can kill this at the 0th minute, you can kill at the first minute, and you can kill this at the second minute, and thus before it can arrive you can kill both of them. So even because the both can arrive at the same time, but you can kill them earlier. Okay, so what you can simply do here is like you can instead like take this number and subtract 0 from it, or else like you can just check that you can iterate from left to right, sort them, like sort this whole out, and just check that okay, I can reach, like this monster can reach the village after 3 minutes, but I can kill that after 1 minute. So if this number is greater than this number, then obviously like I can kill that because it will reach later and I can kill that in 1 minute. Okay, if it is also equal to, then it's fine, but if this is, let's assume I can kill this monster after 7 minutes and it can reach the village after 3 minutes, so the answer is false. Okay, you can also do that, or else you can also do that in the other means, in which what you can do here is what you can do, yeah, you can just compare them out, or what you can either also do that you can subtract them out. So subtract means that 2 minus 0, subtract like 2 minus 0, 3 minus 1, 3 minus 2, and after subtracting that, obviously because every number will be positive. Okay, as you can see, if any numbers turn negative, if it is 7, so 7 minus 3, like 3 minus 7, this number turns out to be negative. So at this point you have to stop because now the monster will lead, like enter your village. I will understand the logic part, so I can tell you the code part now. So find out first all the time at which every monster will arrive, then sort them out, then subtract out I from it. Either you can subtract out or you can compare them out. So and then you can iterate over how many total monsters you can, like which can enter the village every till the ti, which is the time it will reach. If it is greater than 0, okay, then we can just increment the total. Else if any time the ti become negative, then you can break out, and that's the answer. Else, which I've also told you, instead of ti greater than 0, what you can do is, instead of not doing this, like comment this out, and then if this part is greater than I, then also this will work fine. I hope you get the point. So if the total time is greater than the ith element, like the time the monster will reach my village is greater than the time I will kill the monster, then obviously the monster will not like enter my village. I hope you get the point. So this is the code part. The third problem is not too difficult. You just have to understand the basic, like bilkul basic type of combinatorics problem. It's just told you that you are given some sort of n, and like you have to make a number of size n such that the number is 0th index, so the first value is 0, like the first index is 0, so there are n positions in that number, so the length of that number should be n, such that the even indexes should be even numbers and the odd indexes should be prime numbers. So now the prime numbers, there are 4 possibilities, and for even numbers there are 5 possibilities. So what you can simply do is, like for every even position I have 5 possibilities, and for odd positions I have 4 possibilities. Then for another even index I have 5 possibilities, and for odd position I have this possibilities. So as you can see, if the total numbers, now you can also like multiply them 5 into 4 into 5 into 4 so on, but what you can easily say is, because n is very large, so you cannot do that, but still what you can understand is like they form in pair, like 5 into 4, 5 into 4, 5 into 4. So if my n, let's assume my n is 20, so it means that there are 5 into 4, 5 into 4, 5 into 4, 20, like 5 into 4, this pair will occur 10 times. I hope you get the point. So because 10 times 5 into 4 will occur, but if my n is equal to 21, as you can see, first 5 into 4, which is like an even number, and then 5 occurs. So if this is an odd number, then what we'll do, we'll find out 5 into 4, this will like how many times this will come? It will come 10 times, like power to the 10, and you will also multiply 5 into it. So it is like 20 to the power of n divided by 2. And if it is even, okay, so like 20 to the power of n divided by 2 if it is even, and if it is odd, then you just have to multiply n one more time, not n, sorry, 5 one more time, because like 5 will come at the odd position. I hope you get the point. So that's the whole logic for this problem. Now because you have to do the whole multiplication mod 10 to the power 9 plus 7. So if you have seen my previous video how to do that, then it will become very easy. Like I've easily explained you how to use the mod power function, like to find out that, and how to use this, because in modular functions I always use these functions, and then it just make my life easier. Because have you seen that most of the like coders just use like mod, so you have to do mod n, the value which is like the mod value at about 9 plus 7, and then I generally got confused like where to put that mod in. So then it generally like got me confused, and like I got my answer wrong. So I generally use these functions, and then it just make my life very simple. I don't have to like think about that. So what you can simply say is, because if my answer is for n, this is the long answer, my answer is 20 to the power of n by 2, and if this n is odd, then you have to again multiply 5 into it. So in any case, whenever you have to multiply some things, just use the multiply function. Okay, yeah, and just write down this mod function. This is the simple mod function. So x mod m plus m, the whole mod m, and that's the mod function. In multiplication things, if you multiply a into b, in multiplication it is like a mod into b mod whole mod. So that's what we have done. Okay, so whenever you have to multiply something, just use this multiplication function instead of direct multiplying it. So if you want to multiply answer with 5, because you have to also multiply 5 into this answer, so just use this multiplication function and 5. And if you do the mod power function, it's just the multiplication of a to the power of b mod m. So I've also like already made a video on that explaining all of this, so you can also like watch the previous videos I have. And that's the whole logic for the third problem. If you have any doubts, you can mention on. I will see you next one. Till then, keep coding, and bye.